The king of smash, Khabib Nurmagomedov, has clocked in another one-sided dismantling in Abu Dhabi at UFC 242 over the weekend, stealing Dustin Poirier's soul to tap the interim champ and unify the lightweight belts in the third round. An essentially home crowd cheered Nurmagomedov's first shot of the night as he took the diamond down early and kept him there. Other than a bit of pressure in the second and a fairly deep guillotine attempt in the third, it was all one-way traffic on the way to the Dagestani victory. Despite the dominance, Nurmagomedov was again fielding questions about former superstar Conor McGregor after the fight, and his displeasure was clear.
Even if you're 28 and old, 12 and old in UFC, you're one of the biggest stars. You smash everybody. People are gonna talk about you have to fight with him, you have to fight with him, you have to fight with him. Give me just respect. Put me on #1 pound for pound fight next week, and because I think I deserve this.
The champ did have one specific opponent in mind, however.
My next opponent is very good steak with burger double cheese. I want this one, you know, and with some juice with ice. I want to enjoy a little bit. Give me a couple days, guys.
The loss was a heavy blow for Poirier, who was visibly upset afterward to the point where his fighting future was less than certain.
I didn't get a rhythm. I felt like the way he was pulling back, it was hard for me to set up my combinations and get into a rhythm. You know I sound like I have a lot of excuses, but I was just so prepared, you know, for tonight. This one really hurts.
Thank you guys for the support. It means a lot to me. If I choose to fight again, I'll be back strong. If not, I'll see what God has in store for me. Thank you.
Nong-O Gaiyanghadao has defended his bantamweight Muay Thai belt with a 5-round split decision over Algerian contender Brice Delval at one immortal triumph in Vietnam. Gaiyanghadao made Delval pay for his constant pressure with heavy counters, but the much larger challenger refused to go down. Delval's kick-checking and extra reach kept him in the fight right to the end. But the Thai champion did enough to take the fight on most of the judges' cards. Earlier in the night, Anderson Silva, no, not that Anderson Silva, crowded Babolat Issaev enough to land a short right hand that closed the fight late in the first. And hometown hero Nguyen Tran Duy Nhat hit late replacement Aswan Che Will with a last-minute counter that crashed Will's system with only 15 seconds left in the fight. In the boxing, unified heavyweight champion Andy Ruiz Jr. and Anthony Joshua have hit the road for a 3-city promotional tour to get the word out about their upcoming fight in Saudi Arabia. Highlights from the tour, which began in Riyadh, where the fight will take place, included Anthony Joshua redefining the word loss.
A loss is when you lose something for life. How I've lost it is gone. This is a stumbling block. I'm still breathing, I'm still alive, I still have the passion, and I'm going to get it again. So it's not a loss. It's just a blip in a long road.
The English former champ enlisting Shannon Briggs to help him get focused in New York.
I'm looking forward to getting back in at December 7th and reclaiming my belts. Shannon Briggs, can I get a let's go champ? Can I get a let's go champ? Can I get a let's go champ? That's what I'm talking about, let's go champ.
And Andy Ruiz Jr.'s superb choice of hat in London.
I've been doing this since I was 6 years old. My first amateur, I was 7 years old. This is the only thing that I know like to do, besides working with my dad in the construction and being in the sun. I don't want to do that so that's why I have to give it all I got.
Everyone was gushing about the somewhat controversial choice of location for the fight, and the fighters had clearly been treated well by their hosts.
That's one of the big blessings. When I first got here in Saudi Arabia, the welcoming that they gave me, it was such a beautiful experience.
From what I saw when I went out there, it was phenomenal. Hospitality's in the culture, they took good care of me. They tried to overfeed me, I had to hold back and remember I got a fight coming up. The food was delicious, I remember the prawns. Whew.
Promoter Eddie Hearn was quick to allay any criticisms by drawing parallels with two other historic boxing matches that also ignored the human rights violations of their host countries.
And some people looking from the outside in may think this was a strange destination. They also said that for the Rumble in the Jungle, for the Thriller in Manila. And this is an event that will go down in history just like those iconic moments in our sport.
Elsewhere in the heavyweight division, Tyson Fury has been promoting this weekend's tune-up against Sweden's Otto Wallin and told ESPN that the date for his rematch with Deontay Wilder has been confirmed. It's a done deal. If we both get through our next fights, then we're going to fight February 22nd, the lineal champ said. And in tantalizing news for fight fans, undefeated junior lightweight champion Gervonta "Tank" Davis has decided to vacate his WBA title and move up a division in search of a decent opponent. Waiting for the two-time world titleist is unified champion Vasily Lomachenko, who holds the WBA belt that Davis is now the #1 contender for. UFC 242 saw the bonuses split 4 ways. Nurmagomedov got 1. Ottman Azaitar won 1 for his faceplant KO. Bilal Muhammad took 1 for his 3rd-round sub. And King of Kung Fu Muslim Salikov took the other for his savage starching of Nordine Taleb. The main event of Bellator 226 ended in a no contest as Ryan Bader was deemed to have accidentally poked Czech Congo in the eye. Derek Campos, Adam Boritz, Pedro Carvalho, and Emmanuel Sanchez all won their first-round fights in the featherweight Grand Prix. And in the boxing, Pedro Tataran won the vacant IBF minimum weight title after Samuel Salva was unable to answer the bell for the 5th round. Thanks for watching. And remember, if you want more fight sports in your life, just hit the subscribe button.